Welcome back, everybody. Waiting for Merv to get here. Shots fired. Good morning.
Hello.
We've got shots around us at the moment.
Right, cool. I am just logging in, 2 secs.
Okay.
How loud are they?
The initial ones were probably 500 meters away, but they've gone quiet, and we've got them engaged. We've got people engaging each other at about 1,000 meters.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's all right. That's life, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Very much so.
There's no guarantee we'll make it, which is why we haven't brought 3 of the identical keys with us. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's not gonna go well, is it?
That's DayZ. We've done very well up to this point.
Yeah, true.
You made a good shout at 6 o'clock, because at 5:30 this morning I was still fast asleep.
Well, I'll be honest, I had a late one watching some football last night and it was close to not happening at all, but we're here. We're here.
I've got to reset my brain today to do normal hours because I'm back to work tomorrow.
What a
Yeah,
horrible thing
yeah,
to say.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, mine's taken a few minutes to load.
Have you noticed that when you look through, if you lie down and look through your, like, you zoom in on your scope, um,
Yeah.
you've got a watch on?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got a watch on. It says it's 10:10 at the moment. I wonder what time it is on the server. Let's have a quick check. Server time is 14:30, so it doesn't show the correct time,
Hmm.
but I do have a watch on.
I wonder why that is then.
It's just a graphics. I think on the clothing they've modded a watch on it, on the sleeve of the clothing, to look like you've got a G-Shock on.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's a nice little touch. It would be even better if it worked properly.
It'd be what, sorry?
Even better if it worked properly.
Well, yeah, that might help.
But I'd never noticed it before, so I don't think it really matters.
Okay, it's kicked me. I'm gonna have to try and log in again, 2 secs.
Okay.
Mine, I've got the blue circle where it doesn't load.
Morning, Chuckles. Okay, mate.
Oh, it's because I got a mod update quickly.
Yeah, they've got their own loading screen now. How's work, Chuckles? You okay?
Done that. Let's see. I'll be 2 seconds. Right, very quickly grab a water. I'll be 2 seconds.
Roger that. Waiting for Merv to get in so we can push and carry on with the objective.
Oh, I see they've got back to the Nvidia thing.
Yeah, which is good. We needed that to eliminate people that are up to no good.
Yes.
Shots towards Green Mountain, so people going into Trader were getting shot at, I think.
Okay, 2 secs and I'll be with you.
Yeah, you're here.
Right, you ready, dude?
Yeah, let's push for Green to start with.
Green Mountain?
Yeah, we can go firm then, which is where the RV is.
Why can't I see it? There we go. Okay, yep, I'm ready when you are. Oh, why can't I see you?
I'm behind you. I'm with you now.
Shit, man, I can't see your name tag. There we go. Ah, there we go. Got it now. Right. So what are we doing? Going to Trader?
No, we're actually going to Mishkino, but we were going to log out at Trainer. Do you want me to push it onto Mishkino now?
Yeah, I reckon so. So. Let's just go straight for it.
In which case, let's go down to like here and then come up to Mishkino through the woods.
Yep, cool. So are we expecting people there now, do you reckon?
Yes, yeah. It's an hour past restart. Everyone, there are 30-something people on the server.
Right, so this is pretty much...
Anyone you see, shoot, automatic,
for
the face. And do not search the bodies, just push on. Yeah.
Just push. Go.
Yeah, that's right, Chuckles. When we do get into Mishkino,
There's what, sorry?
When we do get into Mishkino, the building that we're heading for is, obviously, there's buildings in there. There's not just tents. It's been completely reworked. But the building that we're heading for is one of the big buildings with a locked door at the bottom. Big white building. It's at the far end of the compound. You can only get into the compound one way.
Right.
When you open that door, it then spawns in more AI for you. Plus, there's players in there. If we go in and that door is already open, that means the loot crate's been hit and we get the fuck out of there.
Right, and then we go up the west side of the map and just loot.
Yeah, we loot.
Okay. I'm almost thinking we should have brought one of the keys. I think you've got Stinnock, I think it was. There's a key up there for a hospital, but
originally we were just going to do Mishkino, weren't we, yesterday?
Yeah.
We both got tired.
Shooting on the right. That's a big gun.
Exactly. We're in. I did say this is where everybody lives.
Right. Okay. That sounded like a 308, unless it was a shotty. I don't know. Maybe that was a shotgun.
There's been lots of shooting around here, though.
Okay, I'm going to use the trees as a bit of a cover until we get... Oh man, this ain't good. So are you going left or right of Green Mountain? Left, okay.
Because people from that end of the map, if they're going to Green Mountain for extraction, they'll be coming from the right.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm wondering if that was a shotgun, you know?
Could have been AI firing at someone. But there could equally be people living in that town because people do.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded loud, but now I'm sort of second guessing it. Do you want to go? I don't know. Are we sort of looking at going south of Zleno?
Need to get covered, have a look and work that out.
Because I think, if I remember rightly, we're coming in from sort of the south side of Zleno, sort of, only briefly.
Is Zeno the one that's got the train station?
Yes, Zelenogorsk. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm learning some of these things.
I get the names wrong all the time.
You've seen how Cookie and I's naming sort of rules. We call them random names and everybody tells us off them, but we know exactly where we're going.
Exactly. If it works for you, it works for you.
Gurmit's dad said he logged out at that safe zone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got told off in one of my shorts, Goblin.
What for?
Right. If I say to you, no mic, what do you immediately think?
You can't hear me.
Okay. What's the rule? What's the rule, though? No mic.
Then I'd switch into voice over IP to talk to you.
Oh my God, you're such a pain in the ass. No mic, no life. Ever heard of that one?
No. Why would I?
Yeah, no mic, no life. It's like the French. You shoot the French. If you find someone's French in the game, you shoot them.
Well, yeah, obviously.
If you've got no mic, you kill them, right? You say, have you got a mic? And if they say no, you shoot them.
Okay.
I've been getting a little bit of grief in one of my shorts about people getting quite serious. In real life, people can't communicate. I'm like, listen, I've run with Sketch, who said, can't see, and she gets on with it and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
People are just stupid.
I get the point, but it's like, come on, it's DayZ, for Christ's sake. If you haven't got a microphone and you can't communicate, and most people don't talk in chat.
I've got a really good friend who sits
Hang on, where are we going here?
Sits in a different place than me in every part of the real world.
Yeah.
But once we were talking about computer games, and I said, I play whatever game it was, and I was probably subsistence, and you have to eat and do this and do that and do that to survive. I said, you're not killing players, you might enjoy it. He went, no, there's killing of animals in it.
There you go.
And I'm like, sorry? He's like, yeah, but it's wrong, isn't it?
It's a game.
Okay,
Pixels.
Then. Okay,
Pixels.
Then. Yeah. We won't talk computer games in the future then.
No. I don't get why anyone would think coming into a survival game where you do kill people and it is known and it's a hard game. I don't get why you'd come in without a mic and then sort of, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. I get that, it's hard. The game's hard and you have to learn it. Where are you? Are you having a little look? Yeah.
That town. I don't trust it.
No. Cool. Either we go left of it and round, or we go right and up.
Left and round.
Yeah, I agree.
So we head.
I'm going for it.
We push more that way. I know we've got to cross that gap, but yeah, left of it. I don't want to get pincered. And obviously, I know this might be the wrong decision. We might get killed. Gurmit's dad understands no mic, no life. Yeah. 1 point to it, but then again, this server might turn off the modifications.
Everyone is going to have
don't know. Sorry, say again.
Oh, sorry. Did my foot pedal come off? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just saying, who comes... I like listening to other arguments. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but you don't come into a game like this without a mic and expect to get away with it. And the argument of, there's game chat. I don't put game chat on when I'm streaming for very obvious reasons, because you don't know who's going to say what,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, just wound me up.
No, I get that 100%. I'd be pissed off with that. But then every comment you get slagging you off on there is helping the algorithm. But he's also helping the algorithm go, oh, they're getting interaction. Yeah.
I think it was more at there was two comments in particular that I just looked at and I thought, no, it's valid points. I've got no problem with your comments, and I'll never stop someone saying something, because that's the whole point of my channel. It should be free to say what you like within reason. but I just couldn't help but think, I can't. It's like the French. You can't defend the. Oh, you shouldn't be shooting the French just because they're French.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a game. Even the French play along, for Christ's sake.
I mean, but then I would just say to that, yeah, but I'm English, it's allowed.
Yeah.
and that's it, dealt with as far as it's like
Yeah.
it's like the fact that if I see an Argentinian, we're raiding them.
Well, that's fair enough.
Because they went to, because they attacked a part of the United Kingdom and we whipped their fucking asses.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not going to go out in real life and start attacking a French person just because they're French.
You're not.
No.
I think log off. Uninstall DayZ. Yeah.
I honestly think some people just take this game way too seriously, and I get it, and I get when people turn their back on the game because it gets toxic, and I understand that.
But
I understand it, but then this isn't the game for you, then, is it? You know?
Yeah. If you turn chat off, toxicity's gone.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes a survival shooter. If you turn chat on, then toxicity, no matter which of the top servers, is there.
Absolutely. Well, we were talking about Irish, weren't we, on his server?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's not, on that server, that's not seen as being toxic. That's because they're from Russia and Ukraine, where that is normal and fully allowed in that country. It's not toxic. It's toxic to the Western ears and eyes. But if your country, that is the standard law and way of life, it ain't toxic, that's normal chat. We're very quick in the West to judge everybody by our standards, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but my view is very simple. Like, in real life, you just treat everyone with respect. There's no, you know, if buts or maybes. Are we resetting?
Yeah, we will do. Gurmit's dad, I've only just bought a headset, and I've been killed so many times just because I had no mic.
Yeah, there you go. Not cried about it. It is what it is.
If I bring us down to about here, and then we can come up.
Yep, perfect. Perfect, I love that. Yeah, it just surprised me. I mean, people can slate my gameplay, people can call me what they like. It genuinely doesn't bother me. I just, like, all right, well, that's your view. You're entitled to it. We're in a democracy. I don't care. But I can't get over, like, some of the seriousness of people.
I think as you go on to bigger and bigger, like top 10, top 20 PvP servers, it becomes more of a serious game.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Because of the very nature of there's some very, very good players on there. And you end up dying a lot, so you become more serious because you want to preserve what you've got.
Absolutely.
Equally, I try and pick servers where people will kill you without a shadow of doubt because they're good players. But if you jump into the Discord afterwards and say, that was really good, can you make me a better player? They'll teach you.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's no malice in it. God, no.
So that's
it's like being someone shooting you, shoot on sight. Oh, it ruins the game. It's a bloody survival game. What do you think's going to happen? Some people are going to shoot you, some people are going to talk to you. Deal with it.
Yeah. The real world, if this was the end of the world, and
God,
you had a pistol and somebody ran up to you when you were trying to survive against the plague and you had your little stash somewhere and they had a gun on them and they had their back to you, I would probably put a bullet through their head because I'd want that gun in their stores.
Exactly.
And the game itself, the only thing it says is try to survive for as long as possible.
Yep.
It doesn't give you, there's no objective apart from survive.
That is it, mate. That's it.
Yeah. If you want to play servers where you don't shoot people, they're called PvE.
Yep.
And there's lots of them.
Absolutely. That sums it up perfectly, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
PvE. If you don't like it, there's PvE. Off your pop. Yeah.
If you
sort of
like it, PvE with PvP circles.
Yeah, go and join. Is it Sunnyvale servers?
Yeah.
And get hacked at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get funny about it, like getting shot all the time and struggling to make, I just want to make a connection with someone and run with someone. You get over that pretty quickly when you realise the rules of the game.
And when you see the massive streamers produce a video that shows them making a connection, how many hours of footage did they record before that where they didn't?
It's like 5 hours, isn't it, of running around.
I mean, I watched somebody. I'm not going to name them. A big streamer last month that was doing a solo run. How can a X amount of hours player survive on whatever server doing a run? And they were obviously it's an edited video. And 3 times when they pressed tab, I could see that they were a different character because they'd respawned.
Yeah.
But they never told us they'd respawned. So how many times had they been killed? Had they F11'd? Had they done all that stuff just to make that video?
Absolutely.
But all those deaths were never discussed, never shown, but they had different face on and different hair.
I think that's as well. It's accepted, isn't it, now? The more you know, if you've got like 1,000 hours or less in it, I would say you're still a noob in my eyes. And there are going to be times where you just don't understand how that's happened or why that's worked. But I think once you hit the 2,000 mark, that's when you start sort of thinking, okay, I get it now. I understand. It's like gear fear. Gear fear is well gone for me now. That's disappeared a long time ago.
I always have gear fear, but I don't. It's not the gear. My gear fear is about when we first get onto a server, getting us secure and having clothes and supplies. That's my gear fear because I play base building servers. Yeah. My gear fear is a team gear fear, not an individual. Yeah. I realise I've been running for a week now, nearly, with an M4 with a silencer. I'm due to die and lose it.
Yeah, we're going to die. We both know we are going to die here. It's more than likely we're going to die. Yeah. And what's the first thing that will happen? We die. We're not going to go, oh my God, this is what turns me off the game. We'll just get on with it and, go and get the next gear, get back to where we want to. I might open up chat and go GG, and then close chat. Yeah, exactly. And then I'll carry on with my life. Exactly. There you go. It just made me laugh. I was astounded that... I'm going to find a sort of a bush to get under and then set the next objective. No, that's cool. I mean, all we realistically need to do is follow the river up right. Just want to move it on to the actual know how sort of far we are from it. I know it doesn't meters, but... Or it does on this one, so we're 2 clicks from it. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how many bases are up here on the west. I think there'll be more people living inside, because nails are quite hard to find, so there'll be more people taking over properties than building freestanding. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. The numbers are dropping on the server. Yeah, they do around 7 o'clock. No, I mean, like, yesterday evening, there was, like, 56 people on a Saturday night. Oh, right. So, I don't think some of the big teams are liking some of the rule changes. No, do you know what I was about to say? Exactly the same thing. Is it because they've recently come out and said what they've said? They've come out and said a couple of rule changes that people are like, no, that's not us. We've come from servers where... Come from Rearmed and Aftermath and where Down you don't have shit rules like that. Yeah. If you run up to someone's base, you're going to get shot. That's the nature of it. Yeah. And again, just like what we were talking about, you just accept it. That's part of the game. Yeah. So, and I'll still play the server because I think there's lots to do, and if the big teams are leaving, you and I stand a better chance of holding our own. Yeah, there's definitely learnings to be had from here, I think, and I don't see that as a bad problem. And if the numbers drop, it means the ones of you without VIP are more likely to always be able to get on when you need to. Oh, absolutely. Hi, Greenie. I mean, let's face it. If you are playing this sort of server, Merv's link is that one. There you go. Don't come and give me grief. Now. Don't you come and give me grief over here. Shooting on my right. Let's face it. Everyone's building up to a server like Rearmed. Sorry, everyone is. They don't want to admit it, but everyone is. Servers are, yeah. So this is stage 1 or whatever. Everybody wants to take the top spot. So when labs came out, they were the first people to bring the lab out. Yeah. And then then everyone copied that because they saw what a good idea it was. A teleport to a PvP area. This server's come out and taken the zombies off and given us AI. If this server does well, everyone will start copying it. Absolutely. Because it will be seen as the next big thing, the next evolution of DayZ. What's this where we are now? I don't... Oh, shit. I want to be on the left side of this. I want to be on over the other side of the river. I've just realised where we are.
Germit's dad. Yeah, I'm 1,300 hours in and still a noob. Yeah. I'm 6,000 hours in and still a noob. DayZ's a learning experience all the time. And I really mean that, is you learn all the time in DayZ. Every time you die. You alright, Merv?
All good, mate. All good. Germit's dad's come over to give me grief.
Ooh, very nice, is it? I know where we are. The thing is, if we die on here, because we have that key case, you don't lose your key.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we bought that stupid yellow box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's massive. That's a big thing.
What I'm worried about is, has someone popped in within the last hour and we've not seen a notification because we've just logged in?
Yeah. Or they're sat waiting for someone to do it.
Again, though, there's one, right? Dirty campers. We've all done it.
Yeah.
We've all seen people do it, and we're going to get caught of it.
I don't see it as a dirty camper. I see it as you're a sniper.
Yeah, it's not being funny, mate. If this was real life...
Yeah, why would you run?
Are you going to turn around to someone and go, hey, you shouldn't be standing there shooting me?
Yeah. The person...
You're going to go, fucking hell, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. I've never seen... I think sniping and wearing a ghillie suit and creeping around is a legitimate playstyle.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Because if you're playing vanilla, you can't carry a rucksack. So you've chosen to wear a ghillie suit and carry less gear.
Yeah.
So the balance is right. It's a little bit different in this world, where you can wear both, and my servers where you can wear both. But you're making choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you want to go with a long, sniper, and you've got all that gear on, that's great. But as soon as you run across a field, everyone sees you because you're a running bush.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unless you're high as a kite, a running bush is something you don't expect to see.
Yeah, so you are making choices and compromises. I think we just push this as soon as we get there, mate.
Yeah.
Because as you'll see when you get there, there's no way of observing it.
No, and to be honest, the longer you stand there, the more chance there is someone's behind you coming up to join anyway. I'm a little bit further out, so I'm just coming in.
Well, I'll push first. If I die, then you know not to push.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's fair enough.
But anything you see, shoot.
Yeah. We've got silencers, so we shouldn't bring too many boys to the yard, hopefully.
This is our most punchy entry yet, if that makes sense.
This is our what, sorry?
This is the most dangerous place we've been to yet.
Yeah. It's almost going to be like a blessing if we die, just to say, all right, that's out the way.
Going in.
Cool. So which building do we want?
Far end. Big white
opposite end to us, the end we're coming in, yeah?
Door. Yeah. All the doors
are
shut on the buildings in here. I'm pushing.
Cool. Just behind you.
I think it's a military building there. It's with the locked door, I think.
Why can't I get in? Okay, I've had to jump over.
I mean, so did I. I'm in cover. Well, sort of.
Okay, which building, sorry?
Come to me.
Yep.
I think it's the HQ building to my front. I think.
Yeah. Coming in. Okay, doors. No, it's not the top building.
Not
I've got the
downstairs.
door
It's
covered.
not this one anymore. Okay, let's move on. Try the H cell. Yeah, it's not that one.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so they've moved it. I'm going to try the HQ building here, over here, the white one. Not the stupid one.
No, just behind you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's this one. There's a locked gate behind it.
Okay. Right. Ready?
Yeah.
Where's the door?
We have to find the door now.
I was expecting it to be one of them.
Maybe it's not this one then.
Oh, I found it. I found it. Ready? Opening now.
Okay.
Opening now. Stand by. Doors opened.
Go. Everyone knows.
Okay.
Right, extract.
Go. I couldn't pick that gun up then. I think we were both trying to pick it up.
Get the fuck out of here. There's only one way out.
Very laggy.
Yeah.
You sure you're going the right way, dude?
Fuck is it?
It's this way. It's this way. Follow me. I was going to say.
Chuckles, we're not going up in that building. The whole server knows we're there. I can't go through that way.
Jump.
Goblin.
Jump,
Go
jump,
on.
jump.
Move.
I'm going. Go left.
Yep.
Go left. Yeah. Okay, where was the AI there, dude?
They didn't spawn. We weren't in long enough for them to spawn.
Wow. Which way are you going? I'm going left.
I went right.
Oh, okay. It's getting dark as well, mate.
That's good.
No. Okay, we'll team up again in a second.
Yeah, I'll get round the back and team up round the back of this place. We got a 308 RSAS.
Hey, listen, you leave my ass alone. So, I didn't see the message pop up. I guess it obviously doesn't pop up for us.
No, it did. It popped up top left.
Oh, it did? Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
It said Mishkino door has been opened.
Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of distance.
Hell yeah.
Just into the woods and then find a nice tree and then we'll have a quick look at what we got. Maybe
wait
work
for
out
morning.
Yeah. I wondered where you were going. I was thinking, are you running back to the first building we checked? Oh, you know where we should have gone? Extraction point.
The delay's not your fault, mate. Yeah, say again.
Should have gone to extraction point.
There's a lot of shooting over there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's got you one of your open 10 crates this week things, hasn't it?
There you go. Yeah. There'll be hospitals next.
All the rest of the Mishkino keys, as long as you can try and get some of the gear home.
Sorry, say again, mate.
Or you can do the rest of the keys and try and get some of that stuff home.
Rest of the keys? Have we got other keys?
Yeah, we got two more for Mishkino. We've got
one
for Tissy.
God, yeah, no,
We've
hell
got
no.
Hospitals.
Hell no. I think we just... I'm up for... Well, A, we got to get back to the base. That's the first one. And B, we've got to somehow... I don't know. I think we should be looking for where bases are. Like, trying to find some easy raidable bases.
So we need to find one... Well, we're not going to get explosives unless we do labs or Tissy.
No, I'm going to let you catch up a minute.
So we're going to have to find ones that we can climb into and soft side.
No, that's fair enough. Let me... There's Tri-Cresta. Obviously, I'm just putting that...
Yeah.
No, that's probably the marker we want to aim for. Because that's it. That's between bloody hell, I can't speak.
On Sundays either.
Tri-Cresta and Krona.
Right, should we go firm somewhere and sort our loot out?
Yeah, I'm just going to move on a little bit, just because we're a little bit close to the Mishkino Industrial.
Chuckles, everywhere on this map's an ambush point, remember?
Oh, there is a hunting stand. Do we want to get up there in case of bears and wolves?
I think that might make... No.
Oh, base, right next to me. Big base.
Seen.
Well,
I haven't
has it been raided? Jesus, didn't even see that. That looks like that's been raided, or...
It's dark for me. Let's find somewhere to hide.
Yeah. That's smaller than I thought initially.
You'd have to have a 5-man team on that we're on all the time to get that sort of level of gear.
Yeah. I was just thinking we can drop in and out, but that looks more like a trap base to me because I couldn't see anything in it.
not dropping in with a RSAS because it's nice having an RSAS.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, many a fine tune and all that.
I'm going to try and find somewhere to hide before it gets too dark to move. Like, this will have to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Read through chat a second. Gurmit's dad, better place to find keys? There isn't any. Last wipe, they were all over. They've reduced the amount of keys. AI. Shooting AI gives you the best chance of getting keys. Randomly finding in buildings, they're few and far between, which is quite good because it's few and far between for everybody. Oh, I've got a tier 2 helmet.
Ooh, could I steal it? Because I've only got a tier 1.
I only had a tier 1 on, so now I've got a tier 2.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Well, have you got tier 3 armor on?
No, I've only got tier 2.
Okay, let me just scroll round to you because I have tier 3.
Are you wearing tier 3?
I'm already wearing tier 3, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a suppressor, which is in my secure crate. I got a wireless transmitter, an SMT. Okay. So basically, I got barter items. That's what I've got.
I'm just putting a shotgun on the floor a second while I...
Yeah, let me put... I'll put that in my inventory. Oh, no, that's the T3. Sorry, ignore me.
Okay.
I will... Anything you don't want, I can pick up.
Sorting. I want to carry the tier 2 home if possible. Just for its very nature, it's worth having, isn't it? And put the shotgun for sale in my back. Okay, I'm fine. Do you need a war belt or a light belt system?
No, I've already got a light belt system, I think. Yep.
Yeah, and so I've got that. So that's okay. Do you need any food? I've got 2.
No.
I've got 1 food on me.
No, I'm okay at the moment. I think no problems there.
I'm going to eat my Snickers bar then.
No, that's cool. I'm just looking at everything. Do we... Oh, there's a bandit cat. There's a black market trader.
Oh. Yeah.
Do we go in there and sit there and try and see if everyone's friendly with no mic?
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think where we could get to here. Yeah, we've obviously got to go north and round.
My suggestion would be we push to... Let's go up.
Yeah, following you.
About there.
Oh, I've lost it. Oh, wow. Right, okay.
And then
up the top and round?
And then we go round the top of Tissy.
Yep.
Because people don't go round the top.
No, and we can have a little look in as well.
We can have a look in and then we come down the top of the map and drop into home from the top.
Do you know what then? I'm going to mark somewhere I really want to look.
Okay.
I'll put a marker on it, but we'll sit somewhere outside. What am I going to call it?
Move the RV to it if you want to go there first.
No, it's cool because it's we have to go around the top and round to get to there.
Right.
There you go. It's purple. So it's POS base. I just want to see who's hiding there because
okay. I can't see that marker.
Do you know what? I had this same problem yesterday. I couldn't get rid of a marker. Hang on. Don't want to drag it. It's showing his group.
Okay, I can see it on that version. I just can't see it on the map version. I can see it in 3D. I just can't see it on the map.
Oh my god! How'd you get rid of these? Right, let me delete those. Hang on. Let me try this again. Right, it's showing his group. I don't know what else I can do.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. I can see it in 3D. I just can't see it on the map, so I don't know where it is. I know it's 8.5 k's away.
Oh, I see. Right. Sorry, I see what you mean. Right, yeah. So it's up by Starry Yar. So go north of Tizzy, then follow it round right to Grozno, Grozovi Military.
No, I can see where it is now. Yeah, that's what Cookie and I call the Russian base.
Okay.
So on Aftermath, we were living down the road from there, and there was a group of Russians in there, and we had daily firefights with them.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
Gurmit's dad
That's understandable.
1 half round at missed yesterday with a backpack filled with 30 and 40 round mags. Well done. I shortcut through north end of Northwest Airfield in the woodline just beyond the tents. Okay, Chuckles. We're not. We're going to go around the back of Tissy on this run. going to drink my worst cola.
No, that's cool. While we're doing that, I'm going to look at... Oh. Yeah, interesting.
What's that?
I was just looking where the extraction points are. They've placed them very cleverly, so it forces the people at the top to come down.
Oh, yeah.
If you lived up near Tizzy, would you go to Green Mountain or would you go to Black Mountain? Well, Black Mountain's the one we normally go to for extraction.
I'd probably go to Green because you'd go there via Northwest Airfield and VMC.
Right, yeah, and I suppose it is closer.
Because you'd go and you'd hit those two places and then run to the trader. And then,
yes.
because if you're living near Tissy, you're living near Tissy because you're a PvP team.
Hang on a minute. Is it... I know this is really stupid, but what's Prison Island like, do you reckon?
It'll be shit on here because they've not done anything special on there, and it'll just be tier 1 rubbish.
So it literally is just
yeah.
Prison Island as stat. Right, fair enough.
It's like Salisky Island should be a toxic zone with special crates in there. They've just not built it yet.
Right, okay, that's fair enough.
So the toxic zone's there. There's even a quest that says go there and kill 10 zombies, but they've got no zombies on the map.
Oh, do you know what? I haven't looked at my quests recently. Oh, actually, whoops. Bad man hasn't got any more kills since yesterday, I don't think.
Gurmit's dad, I think I have around 6,500.
Looking at it.
5,600. One of the two. A few. Yourself? You said earlier, didn't you? Yeah, so 1,300 hours. But yeah, I'm... Yeah, 5,600, 6,500, something like that. Something in that region. The two mix up. So around the 6,000 hour mark-ish. It will be soon. Gurmit's dad was asking me how many hours I have in DayZ, and it's either 5,600 or 6,500, so we'll call it 6 grand. Yeah.
But do you know what? I know a lot of people go around saying, yeah, I've got X amount of hours, but actually all they've done is they've been sat in DayZ Launcher.
Yeah, in my case, I make DayZ maps.
Yeah.
So about 2,000 of those hours are from map design and from setting up servers, because you've got it open all the time and in the back end working. Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? You might have 6,000 hours, but it could be 6,000 PvE hours.
Yeah. You've got,
you know,
there are big streamers now that for the first 5 years of their career they only played PvE servers. That doesn't mean suddenly when they switch to PvP they're a 10,000 hour PvP server player. Yeah, I
think that's the important thing.
But people measure everything in hours, don't they, in DayZ?
They do.
How many hours have you got? Because that straight away is do we want you in our team? Are you good enough to play the game with us? I would rather take on someone. If you have a new member coming to your team, I would rather have someone with around 100 hours, because you can then they know enough to survive, and you can train them how your team works.
Well, you say that. I looked yesterday actually on my PlayStation account, which I don't use anymore. This is where I started DayZ. 90 hours I've got on there. I came onto PC, no idea what I was doing. No idea. No idea at all.
But it's better to have people, if you're bringing somebody new into the team, I'd rather bring someone with less hours in, so they don't come in going, oh, I always push this building from the right-hand side.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, the right-hand side's the best way. Why are you guys going left? You don't know what you're doing. You need to go right. You want someone that's like open for help, and you can guide them in the route that you want to take.
Absolutely.
You know, the only time I've ever been with anyone that I took any notice of that sort of shit was when I did a Kings of the Castle that we won, and we had Sour in our team.
Oh, there you go.
And every building we went into, he was like, before we go in, if you look left, if you go through the door, you'll get line of sight to the top floor through a gap in the staircase.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And we were like, what? And he's like, yeah, I've played enough hours on this map. Yeah. And so he knew every angle in every building. But so that person I would trust. But then he said to me, or he said to the team, we've got a problem with doing like target recognition. If we come under fire, how do we tell people where we're coming under fire from? So I taught them target recognition with the clock ray method. So wherever you are is 12 o'clock and quarter left and quarter right and how many meters, and imagine yourself with football fields between you and the enemy and count how many football fields there are. And that's what we were all using, because it means everyone could get an idea of where a target was. The downside was it wasn't. The following year, I was in the same team as another big person. The problem with being in the teams with big people is your team end up hero worshipping them.
Yes, very much so.
And then when that person dies, the whole team are like, we must go back and pick them up. And I'm like, no, I'm pushing for the objective. But that means you're not helping us get X amount of person back. We need to go and save them. If we go and save them, we won't win this competition. They're big enough and hard enough to make their own way to the objective. No, but we need to go and save them. If it was me, would you come and save me? No. I'm like, so why are we going to save them? Yeah.
I've been in competition, events now twice with Gecko Fish, and both times Gecko Fish has just turned round and said, just go, just go, just go. There is a guy that just does not give a shit. He's very much, it's okay, just go, guys.
I hate the hero worship of big streamers. I understand why it happens. I get why it happens. But the whole hero worship stuff when you're in a competition or a game, yeah, I've met Cookie and I were out on the ground once on, I'm thinking Cherno actually, on a server, and it was a normal server, and there was a light on in the building at night. It was a server that was running cold, and we were like, shit, we need to get warm. We'll risk pushing into that building. So we pushed into the bottom of the building, and we're like up the stairs going, we're not armed, and we both put our guns away. Can we come up and share your fire? And they were like, yeah, come up. And I was like, that's Harry.
Sorry, I have not listened to a single word you've said. Do you know why?
Why?
I'm not sure if Spudboy meant to do this, but he's just donated 50 memberships.
Wow. Mate,
and now, my chat is just full of green.
That is amazing, mate.
I just don't know what... I hope that's a mistake and I can reset
No, I think
that,
that's amazing. That's
what a legend.
What a thing to happen.
Well...
Is there another Merv out there that he meant to target?
Sorry, say again.
Is there somebody else called Merv out there? Like Merv Magic? yeah, and he's like, shit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's right, Chuckles, 50.
I think, Goblin, what we were talking about offline about something that I'm doing as a project.
Oh, Spud. Whoa.
No, not you as well.
Whoa, me as well.
Bloody hell, Spud.
God. You're just unbelievable.
What's your chat rate, mate? Your chat rate's just going to shoot now. You're in trouble.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I did not. I can see your problem, Merv.
Yeah, you sort of like. All I'm going to say is that little project I've got going on, Goblin. I think I'm going to dedicate a little something to Spudboy on there. I think.
100%, Spud. Thank you. In the middle of it, he just says cheers, and I'm like, Oh, that is. Yeah, I'm gobsmacked as well now, mate.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That is scary.
I'm now being told in chat by Fig that we've got to do a belly dance collab with you so that for Spudboy now.
Chuckles just said, Spud, I hope that isn't your ex's credit card.
Oh no, if it's his ex, I do.
Oh, that is just... And it's still... Chat's just still going on as it's catching up with all the information. Oh, it's one way of getting through the night, isn't it?
I mean, reading out your new members alone is just... I mean... Yes. What are you... Goblin, what are you like at mods? Because I might need a Spud created as an in-game thing.
I can't... Well, I'm learning to write mods. but learning
You
at the
might be,
moment.
you might be writing a like a building mod for me at some point.
Shaped like a baked potato.
Like a baked potato, yeah.
Oh, we could do a baked potato stand that dropped food.
Oh my God, could you imagine it?
Yeah, so like you've got the ambulance on like Deer Isle. We could do
Yeah.
the wagon that drops food. We could do it as a baked potato stand that spawns in on an event, and out and on the ground there's baked potatoes you can pick up and eat.
Oh no, we've just had a better one. Figs just suggested a potato cannon.
Potato cannon works.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Maybe
don't know if have you seen the did you ever watch Shooting Stars?
no, but I know what you mean.
Ah, so there's a joke on there about baked potatoes, and every time you get shot by the spud gun, if it hits you, it should go, "Thank you, baked potato."
So what about an event spawn that spawns in the spud wagon, and the
Yeah,
loot that you get on that is a spud gun?
that's genius.
Because that isn't stupidly difficult to do. I understand the theory of it. I understand how we would make it. I understand how to write events. So if you go ahead with the project I'm thinking of, that we could do as like a heli event. You get the spud van event.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I know the theory of taking any in-game gun and changing its graphics to be whatever you want, so it could look like a spud
Oh my
gun.
God, we have got to get a spud gun.
Yeah, that can be done.
Oh, there you go. There you go, spud. That's
Just
what we
wouldn't
do.
happen overnight, but I know how to do it. It's not
Well, considering what I'm looking at is going to be a little while, it's wow. It's getting light as well. I mean, it got us through the night,
yeah,
didn't
I could
it?
do that, Chuckles. I could do that. Oh, 100%. Spud Boy says, no, laugh out loud. No, they're separate accounts. Thank you, Spud Boy. That's massively, massively appreciated. That's unbelievable. Never expected to see that in my life. So, wow. Yeah, my chat rate went through the roof and now it's calmed down again.
Yeah, I feel a little bit more at ease now. I'm like, oh, I can cope.
Yeah. It's the same as when I was streaming like 3 weeks ago and suddenly I had 187 people on my stream. I was like,
Well, Barnby did it to me once where I was on, I think it was Dead Isle I was on or something with Milton, and all of a sudden the chat just went ping, and like 80 people popped in the chat. Everyone's saying hello. I'm going, what the hell's happened?
Yeah.
And I was right at the end of my stream as well, which was unfortunate, but
it is amazing when it happens, but you're just not ready for it, are you? We need the sun to come up so I can calm down again and get killed. But yeah, no, I could do retexturing of things. I understand how to do it, so that's not a problem.
Right.
I've got the videos that teach me how to do it. I know how to build events, so it is just a retexturing of something to make it a new. So changing a police car, because the police event works quite well, into being a spud van.
that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Making an event for it, and then choosing the loot that spawns at that event. It's not stupidly difficult.
You could have it where it's spawned at somewhere like Northwest, and then everyone get up there now. This is incredible, and it's just potatoes on the floor and nothing else.
Yeah,
Oh, it's light, dude.
Yeah, potatoes you could eat and a spud gun, and maybe the potatoes would be the ammunition for the spud gun.
Oh my God, that's genius.
Yeah,
that is genius.
Pick up the spud gun and all the potatoes, because that would be one. So actually, you would use the M79 grenade launcher as the model for the spud gun.
Yeah,
and you'd change the ammo to be potato ammo.
One tap potato coming at you.
Yeah, that can be done.
Should we get a move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go for it.
So yeah, no, that's fully doable.
I think Spud Boy has spawned a new generation of mods now.
Yeah. And I like
it's going to be an interesting
I like
one.
the idea. That's not difficult to. That's not stupidly difficult to do, but we need to put it onto the notes of where you've got your long-term project, so we don't forget it.
Yes, I will add that later on, actually. Yeah, and I'll put some context to it, so people don't just go a spud gun.
Yeah,
and then
put that I've been assigned to work on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I understand what I'm going to do with that.
Do you know what? Fig's just come in with an absolute stonker of a suggestion, right? We do a battle royale. A potato battle royale.
That would work for an event.
Oh, that'd be so good, wouldn't it? That would be so damn good. We'll have to chat offline about the idea. It's giving me ideas already. I'm on it. I'm away.
Yeah.
We're away.
But there's no need. No, there isn't. We've got to do something in your honour.
If anything, now you've just spawned on our imagination. Imagination? No, what's what I'm looking? Our creative juices.
Yeah.
That's what you've done. I mean, I thought today the most special thing happening was us surviving Mosquito, but yeah. Now we've got a full-on event being planned. I love it. So we're going to go...
I'm liking the idea of remodelling an M79 into a spud gun and having it fire spuds.
Do you know what, though? You could just go off and off and off on it, though. You could do so many different things, like... Because people do. If you go, like, the hard home servers, I have a bit of an issue with an individual associated to them. Yeah. But the hard home servers are fantastic because they've got, like, one-tap dildos and things like that. It's just hilarious.
I mean, it's never going to be my sort of world. We know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand why people love it. It isn't me. That doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. That doesn't mean...
No, exactly.
You've got your project, and I'm sure that once we've start work on your project, I've got a project as well, and that'll be a bit more serious. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
But the project that I'm working on, very loosely working on, and so I've got a folder of data, and that's all I've got at the moment. I've got the map data. But
right.
That's it. I want to insert... I want to do the... Because I'm basing it where I live. So I want to put in, like, local folklore monsters.
Yes, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because of Dartmoor, you have the hairy hand of Dartmoor that's meant to push people off a bridge to their death.
Oh, okay.
You've got the black beasts that run around the moor.
Yes, yeah,
so I want
standard.
that sort of lore in.
Yeah.
The castle...
A bit like Smokey on Deer Isle.
Yeah, the castle that I'm going to put onto the server is known to be haunted. So... I want the ghosts to be in that castle at night.
Right.
And that's just because it's a nod to the lore of the place.
Oh, I don't know why. That's just something's just popped into my head for, I'm doing some I say modding, base building more than anything on Will's server.
Yeah.
I've just had I've talked to you about it offline, but it's nothing major, but it's just given me some me some ideas. For setups.
So on GoblinZ, I've hidden under the ground so if you use the trigger in DayZ Editor when you're doing that stuff, you can search for a trigger in there called Spooky Area.
Yep, I know.
And
yep.
If you put that Spooky Area trigger underground, so it doesn't show up the mist, when people run past that at night, they hear ghosts and things moving.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, if you put it above ground, it does the same thing, but it's all misty as well. And it looks like there's a gas zone, but it's not. It's a spooky area. But what it does is used at Halloween to trigger Halloween events.
Oh.
So if you put it underground, you get the Halloween sounds and everything happening, but nothing's there. So you can make areas feel really, really scary.
I kind of like that.
So I'll do things like... There is a model in Editor of a vicar that hung himself on a piece of rope. And I'll have a vicar hanging from the ceiling of a church. And underground, I'll have the spooky area. So if you run in there at night, you see a vicar that's hanging from the ceiling. And you hear noises.
Careful, someone will see that and put a complaint in.
They'll
make a comment in one of your videos and we know what happens then.
But that's what I use it for.
No, that's good.
And then I'll do things like I'll take the bonfire and put the bonfire underground so just the top of it shows. And the top of it you can then put into a wall so you've got glowing red in the wall.
That's nice.
And it just casts a shadow onto the face of the vicar that killed himself and shit like that.
I've got to admit, Noobs, when I was on there just chilling, last time I was on there, obviously you've been around October time.
Yeah.
Last year, they had a really good event. Very similar to what you're describing. It was really cleverly done. Really enjoyed it.
The other thing, and I only worked it out when players started using it, I was using bonfires inside armoured vehicles to show that they'd been hit. Because if you put the bonfire inside, it glows as if it's had a round hit it. But that actually gives a heat buff. So players were using that round the map to keep warm. Go up to the burning vehicle and then get next to it, and that helps them get warm. Now I know that works. It means in future builds, I can use that to channel players to kill areas.
Yes. Yeah. Clever stuff.
So whereas you're far better in editor at placing objects and getting them to sync, I'm not very good at that.
There's probably loads of stuff we're probably making life difficult for ourselves in editor, and there's probably loads of tricks that we just haven't learned yet, you know.
Yeah, whereas my bit in editor is manipulating the stuff that's there to do other things.
Yes, well, I mean, to be honest, that on your the Chernarus GoblinZ you ran recently, I loved the trader on the west side. Absolutely loved that trader. I thought that was so well done, trying to get in and things like that.
That was someone else's code.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I edited it. Don't get me wrong. I took their code. I moved its location. I got rid of the stuff that didn't work. But that actual thing was there. Someone had written that as a mod, and you could just download the editor files.
Oh wow! So you didn't need to place things?
No.
Oh, that was really good. That one, I really enjoyed that.
90% of the edits that I put on are someone else's stuff that they're sharing freely.
Ah, fair enough.
You can also take stuff that's been made in editor for Xbox or PlayStation and convert that if you know what you're doing. And then put it in.
That's actually a nice little idea.
So I load it using the JSON load into editor, which is how Xbox and PlayStation works, and then I save it as a DZE file to export it so it will work on PC.
Oh, I like that.
So you can go onto Workshop and you can just search for the map that you're designing for, or search for what you're looking for, and you're looking for anything that's a free mod, and you just grab the files, unpack the mod, if they say you permission to do that, which a lot of them do, and grab the data. Do you have a PBO manager?
Do I have a what?
Oh, you don't then. So I need to send you a link for a PBO manager. So Armour and DayZ, all the files are packed, like zipped up using PBOs, which are... and which you can't unzip. You have to have a PBO manager to do it.
Yeah.
And once you've got a PBO manager, you can open up the data and get to the bottom of it. And a lot of those things are packed in PBOs.
Okay.
So you need to know how to get into the PBO to extract the data.
That makes sense. Yeah, I understand that.
So it's just like an unzipping, and the program is not freely available.
Oh, okay.
And when you run it, you get every warning in Windows possible about it might have a virus on it.
Which of course means you open it, right?
Well, I did because I needed it.
Yeah.
And I got it from a trusted source.
Oh, that's all good.
Okay, Chuckles, that's fine, mate.
I've given Chuckles permission to finish work early.
Oh.
Yeah, if he tells his boss, he'll be fine. He'll be cool with it. No issues.
Yeah, if he says to his boss that Merv said so.
Yeah, I'm well in with his boss.
Oh.
Where are you anyway? Oh, you're there.
It's like in the past, Cookie and I we donated two like sheds in the garden to Chuckles and his missus to come across and live in.
I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a garden, but Cookie does.
I mean, I technically do have a garden, and it's quite a big garden.
There you go.
So, you know, he's more than welcome to bring a tent down.
Yeah. And if he's good, once or twice a year...
Big base in front of me. Big base in front of me. Freestanding.
Yeah.
I'm going to run left of that and just try and get some eyes on it. I'm very close. That's the trouble.
Hope they're not home.
Oh, you're right next to it.
Yeah, I don't want to push in the debug because that puts me into an illegal area.
Yeah. No windows, though.
Yeah, they're compliant. Door on this
Flags
side.
down. Flags down.
That might be because they keep their flag down.
Possibly, yeah. Interesting. This is what I mean. This is why sometimes you just got to explore, right? And just...
So on this server, you can take over other people's bases. When the flag fully drops, all the stuff inside and all the code locks will despawn, but the walls and doors will stay.
So we talking the flag is still there, but it's just as low as it can go, or the flag's disappeared?
The flag, after 5 days of not touching that flag, the flag will go completely.
Oh, right. So there should be no signs of the flag at all.
Yeah,
right.
And then everything inside the base, all the storage, all the code locks, all the weapons, all the fire pits will despawn.
Right.
But the walls and doors and ceilings will stay for the whole wipe. And when it's completely despawned and you can run in there and all the doors open and there's no flag, you can then stick a flag up and call it your base and stick code locks on things.
Right. Okay.
But you can't have more than 2 bases. So if you come onto a wipe late and you're running up through the map and you find a base that's completely despawned and it's got a door on there and you've got a code lock,
take it over.
You stick a flag up and stick the code lock on, it's your base.
Genius.
Which I quite like, but it makes it, you can take over a base.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now there's a little house coming up here. Yeah. I don't think I remember this. I don't. The only thing that's similar on the map, on the mini map that I can see, is a lot further down.
No, this is here normally.
What is it though? Does it?
It's a little like farmstead.
Cluster.
Yeah, it is normally here. It's pretty much a vanilla area. I need to search it because I need food.
I was going to say I need food. That's coming over.
I also need to put the gun in my hand, which hasn't been in my hand for the last 20 minutes.
That's how brave you are, sir.
We'll call it brave.
Yeah.
All the doors are open. Everything's been searched here.
Okay.
It's empty of gear. I'll take the hatchet, so we might need to make a fire en route.
The house isn't necessarily...
I'm pushing the house.
Yeah, some of the doors are open. Oh, and that door on your right you can go through? Yeah, you can, okay.
Yeah, it makes it quite a good base location. Maybe not on this server, but it does make quite a good, because you can build a wall that covers all the greenhouses and the shed and the house. If you build a big box over the top of it, and you've got 3 greenhouses to grow drugs in.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and you're out the way, and you're near Tissy. But you have to have a
keep
team
forgetting we're near Tizzy.
Yeah, you have to have a team that's on all the time. You can't...
Ooh.
That is not a... Right, I'm going to put the marker up past Tissy. That's
good. I was just about to do the same. I've got the water gap thing sound now.
Yeah.
Gappy mouth. Wouldn't it be funny after all this we die because of food and drink?
I'm now red food.
Okay, we might have to kill a deer or something and just eat the raw meat.
Do I have a piece of rope on me? No. I'll be alright. I've got a IFAC.
That's cool. I have as well, actually.
I've got a tin of emergency food in my IFAC box, in my yellow box.
Oh, nice.
So I'll wait till I'm flashing and then I'll...
And then nail it.
Use that, and then I'll use IFACs to get me home, because when you get down to like 0 health, you just take the IFAC and that puts you back up to 50%.
Nice.
Yeah, don't have a problem. Everyone else will be like, oh, that's terrible, go hunting. No, I'm on a PvP server, I do not shoot.
Yeah.
I really, really have
to. Shoot who we want to do the least of.
Yeah, and I do not want to be shooting near Tissy.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's bad enough we're coming up here.
And lighting a fire outside in a server like this, yeah, forget that.
Well, the thing is, if they've turned off sickness, we just eat the meat.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't give you the same nutritional values, but
yeah,
who cares? You know? Do you know what? I don't know how close you can build to a military, but I have been up here so many times and people have just built right in the far corner where we're heading to.
Yeah, so on this server it says you can't have a building that
overlooking,
has windows
is it?
that overlook.
Yeah.
So you can build your windows the other side that don't overlook.
Yeah. But you're not allowed to shoot from your windows anyway now.
Yeah. I understand why people would build up in this corner, especially on a server like this with sleeping bags. But to do it, you'd need to have 5 members of your team
defending it constantly.
That were all single. Kermit's dad, do you go into labs? I don't think we're a good enough team to push labs yet, Kermit's dad.
Oh, I think we're the best. I think the only reason we're not doing it is we're giving people a chance to survive in there.
Okay, that's the other way of answering that question.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I could be a politician, me.
But all we've got is a lab card. We don't have the key cards for inside labs to get the better gear. So we could get tier 3 or 4 gear out of it, but we wouldn't get 5, 6, 5 or 6 tier 5 or 6 stuff out of it. So is it worth pushing when you're going to get lower grade gear? Probably not. Also, the cards that we have a massive value on the player-to-player market. So arguably we could sell the cards for $1 million each, and we could buy explosives in and raid someone.
Not have to do the missions, yeah.
And then that's our end game, is raiding. So you cut your cloth maybe according to your means. I'm not a natural PvP.
Oh my god, did you just say means?
Yeah.
Oh my god. In my flued up state, I thought you said minge. It's like, hang on, where's this going?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use that word on here. Says me that used a C word earlier when we were stuck in a building.
The C word is one of my most favourite words, but I think I've only ever used it once while streaming because I try my hardest not to offend. You say that to me, you and me say that to each other, it means absolutely nothing, does it?
Yeah.
You say that to the wrong... Like, for example, I said it in front of my Canadian friends, and I've never seen a room die so quickly.
Well, if you say it in front of Australian friends, it's just like using the word bugger over here.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because Aussies see it with a different strength than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the word. It lets all my anger out. I'm very happy with the word.
I love the history of swearing and where it's evolved and where it's come from. So I can talk that all day long. I love language. Yeah. And I love the fact that Shakespeare uses a word in his writings. Not the version you read at school, but the original versions. Yeah. And if you go back historically, it used to be used as a reference for the spinster, the woman that never married, and she was stuck in a hut on her own to live on the edge of the village.
Oh, wow.
And that's what she was known as. And that's,
kick her over there.
But you can see where then that became from there to being what it was.
Yeah.
Because people would have visited her at night, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, there's a heli crash on our right.
I can't see it yet.
It's east, 105-ish. You should see it now.
Pushing?
Yep, coming down. Look at that. We're having a lovely chat, and then it all got serious.
So, yeah, that's where that word comes from.
I hope there's food down there, dude.
I've got 1 tin on me that I can share with you.
Oh, and I've got, we can fill up water.
I've got a water bottle on me that's full. The water's not a problem, and I've got a tin of, like, mackerel that we can have 50% each.
Sorry, say that again.
I've got a tin of mackerel or something equivalent that we can take 50% each.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not going to be able, probably not going to be able to carry any guns that we find on this heli.
I can. I've got 3 slots. Yeah, 3 slots spare. You know we're now part of the SSA as well, don't you? Do you know what that is?
No.
The Spud Sub Army.
Ah, that's a fair way of putting it. I'm up heli.
Yeah, I'm coming up behind you. If you see any guns, just shout and I'll pick them up.
Magazines inside that are shit.
Okay.
I think it's been hit.
Okay.
I don't know, there's a FAMAS here. I'll throw my shotgun away and take the FAMAS.
I can pick it up.
No, I can got space for that. So.
Cool. I'm doing the other side. See nothing on the floor. Out we go.
Yeah.
That was, you know, another 5.56 we can always sell.
Yeah, I got a 5.5. I've got a FAMAS with a mag on it. And I got a 9x39 mag. Yeah, right, whatever, guys. That's not important.
Nah.
Right,
I think we need to think about food.
You can have 50% of my food. We can share it.
You'd give me your last Rolo?
No. But I would share 50% of a tin of something with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
As Cookie would now say, that sounds like a you problem.
That's a you problem. Can you imagine how embarrassing would it be dying of food?
I would delete the stream and pretend it never happened.
Yeah, there was no footage.
Yeah, prove it.
Okay, it's a big tree here, but it's on the edge. Do. Okay.
Right, let me just get this open.
I'll stand by with a gun unless, once you're ready.
Yeah. I'm going to eat half of it and then I'll pass it over.
Oh, flash and drink, but we can, drink's easy. We can just stop by anywhere.
Give me a second. So there's eat that.
Thank you.
And then drink half of that and then give me the water bottle. But I'll keep the water bottle. I'm full water.
I've got a water bottle anyway.
Okay, so drink half of it or drink all of it.
Yeah.
Because water's not a problem for me at the moment.
Are you yellow?
No, I'm white water.
Oh, okay, I will drink all of it then.
Yeah.
And then drop it. The other trouble is if we are trying to scope out somewhere or we're in a combat situation, we don't want grumbly stomachs.
Right, I'm going to use an IFAK on you.
Okay, there's the bottle. I've already got an IFAK, I can use it. Oh no, it's an A12.
Yeah, use that. I was going to use a first aid kit on you, but use it on yourself and see whether that gives you a boost in health.
Treating my wound. Okay, I think we need to get out of there now.
Yeah, that's put your energy up a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. Full health again.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And then I've still got 1 orange and 2 uses of a first aid kit on me, emergency first aid kit. So that should get us home. But we'll get to this marking and then we'll push, like, through safety, but we're pushing for home.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if once we can start heading for the my marker.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be worth. Yeah, I might.
Oh no,
start
and that's
running.
the route home. That is the route home anyway.
That's it.
That makes sense.
Have a little look at what's up there, just to see if there are any bases, and then move on. We might get home just in time for reset. Or restart, I should say.
Right, I've got the new RV set for us. And that then goes towards your location.
Yeah, that's cool. You delete mine if you want. It don't need it.
No, it's fine. If you want to keep it there, it's up to you.
No, delete it. There's no. I know where we are now, so
yeah,
I can get us there. Oh, nice one. Oh, Christ, I didn't realise I was that close to Tizzy then.
Yeah. So it's just me getting a FAMAS loaded in case there's a problem and I run out of ammo. I can just switch guns as quicker than changing mags.
No, that's cool. I do have backup mags if you want any.
No, I've got loads.
You good?
It's just a case of... It's, as we know, if you've got two fully automatic weapons, it's quicker to switch mags than it is to reload. And FAMAS fires at such an unbelievable rate of fire. Lots of people on their Discord at the moment are complaining about... Cause last night they they took away like all the high tier weapons off ground loot and moved them into like end game.
Oh, okay.
So now even 5.56s are hard to get.
Oh.
But 5.56s are shredding armor. 5.56s you can kill people that are in tier 4 armor.
Okay, and we've got loads of those.
So next wipe, it'll be harder to get 5.56s.
So we really want to be aiming for 7.62s off the bat, really.
But now we want to be saving every 5.56 we've got. So if you pick up a FAMAS, you get it home.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Because, yeah, so anything 5.56 or above, you get home. But next wipe, we're going to be living off 5.45 and the occasional 5.56 when we're very, very lucky.
So we really... Oh, I see. Right, sorry, yeah. Yeah. It would be nice to get 7.62s, but...
But we're not pushing 7... Yeah, we've just run past Tissy. If you want 7.62s, then you need to be hitting keycard rooms in Tissy.
Yeah.
All the labs.
I can see... I don't recognise this. There's an ATC there. Where? I don't recognise that. On our right, south. Between south and 165.
It's not spawned in for me yet.
Right, I don't recognise that.
This will be custom up here a little bit.
Yeah.
There will be some custom work around because we know what they're like.
I like the fact that they basically rebuild the whole thing and say, we're getting rid of that military.
Chuckles, I don't think they have mutants on this server. I think they just, because that was Aftermath with the mutant thing. Down Bad was mutants. I think here they're named something different. But no, we don't have. We've not pushed anywhere that's high enough tier to get 7.62 assault rifles.
No.
We're not, yeah. We haven't been into Tissy. We haven't been into Northwest Airfield. We haven't been into the labs. We haven't done high value keycard rooms. We don't have that sort of shit. But 5.56 is working very well on here, according to the Discord, for killing people in armor. As long as you put a full mag into them, it just chews up armor, which it should do.
Yeah.
Close range.
I mean, do you remember that one we played? I think it was Cryptic, and everything was just, it was ridiculous. Like, nothing got damaged.
I hated it.
Got barns over here.
Yeah.
Just having a little look in.
And there's a little farm.
Yeah, I can't see anything in it.
This is where I would, on some servers, I'd live up here.
Yeah. God, yeah.
But you've got to have the right team. You've got to be on more often than we are. This
is a 5-man team.
That don't have girlfriends and only play DayZ and don't work. You see it in on their Discord, looking for team members, and they'll say, and it will say looking for a team member that's unemployed. And that's the shout out they've got, is we want to take someone on. Base
here on the house.
Okay.
On the house.
But they have to be unemployed.
To be fair, the ultimate thing is you've got a missus, but she plays DayZ.
Yeah.
If you're playing servers like this regularly, that's what you need.
But yeah, or you haven't and you're unemployed and you're able to put in 18 hours a day for the whole wipe. And that's what people recruit, is unemployed people.
That's crazy. Do you know what? In my head, I could never, as much as I'd want to, if I was unemployed, I could never just game and say, oh, it's okay because I haven't got a job. I couldn't do that.
No, I couldn't.
I like to work.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I'm planning for my retirement in 10 years-ish time.
Yeah.
And at that point, but even I've had this week off. I will game in the morning. I might do a bit of subsistence in the late afternoon, and I might do something in the evening.
That's different. Yeah.
But between it, I'm not gaming 24/7.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm obviously, 10 years and a bit younger than you, and I'm looking to retire in 5 years. But yeah. I still couldn't just sit here and do this. I'd be bored shitless.
I'm retiring in 10 years because I was very late in life working out that I could retire early if I moved to the right job and got a good pension. Yeah,
I remember you telling me that.
I didn't work that out until I hit my 40s.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Off stream, I want to ask you something. I need to ask you something about that, actually, for me.
Okay.
Because I might be in a position where that is an option. I know you've told me before about that, so...
I had a conversation, email yesterday from my auntie. So every July, August, they have a meeting with the solicitor that's in charge of my mum's estate.
Yeah.
For when she dies. And I don't normally get invited, but now they want to start inviting me, so I know how much money I'm going to inherit, so I can start planning for how that money would be used.
I mean, do you know what? I imagine me and you have the same mentality here. It's not nice. You don't really want to talk about that because of the repercussions of what's going to happen, but you're also being practical.
Oh, I'm fully practical. Mum's got late stage dementia. She doesn't know who anyone is. She can't hold a conversation. She can't dress herself. She can't eat. In all honesty, she'd be better off dying. She could go to her God. Job done. And she has no quality of life now.
I know some people will find that hard to hear, but I totally get what you're saying.
And that's my opinion on it. She's my mother. I will love her forever. But I also recognise that it was
there's no quality of life.
Losing Dad. So my dad died when he was 56, massive heart attack, dead, bang, and it was horrible because I was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
But that was a lot easier to deal with than the 12 years we've had now of dementia.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely see that. A lady friend of mine, my ex-missus, her uncle had it, and it was, I only ever knew him with it. But the stories I heard about what he was like when he was, let's say, healthy, was not what I saw, and it's horrible to see that.
Yeah, it's Dad. I'm 52. So, and I know that I'm going to inherit enough if I'm clever to buy myself a 1 or 2 bedroom place outright.
That's nice.
If I can't buy outright because prices go up all the time, then I will rent somewhere nice and use the money to offset the rent.
Could you not get a very small mortgage to top it up?
I wouldn't want to, because I want to retire.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
So if I can buy outright, then that changes my options on how quickly I can retire.
Right.
Because obviously I'll own something outright. You've only got bills to pay then, not a mortgage or...
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd rather do that. Arguably, I love my job now, but my job will allow me to reduce to 16 hours at any point I want to.
Yep.
So
you're practically retired at that point.
So my sort of aim at the moment is when I hit 60, 8 years' time, I'll do partial retirement and do that, reduce to 16 hours a week. By then I'll own a house.
Yeah.
And then when I hit state pension age, then I'll do full retirement.
Yeah, because you're getting everything then, plus all your, yeah.
But I'll go down to probably like a Tuesday and a long day Wednesday, because Wednesday is our day that I have to be in the evening. And it's a day that I tend to have to go and pick up stores. So work a Tuesday and a Wednesday each week. And that would be my aim to do.
That makes sense.
That's sort of what I'm planning on. And then when I take my partial retirement, taking a lump sum and the pension.
I need to actually look into the lump sums, because I'm potentially at a point where I'm pretty sure in the UK you can only obviously you take 25%, but I think there's a cap on what that actually is. So if, for example, if it was a £10 million pension, 25% is more than, and I'm sure it's 250 is the most you're allowed to take.
I don't know is the answer.
I'm sure it is, because I was predictions. I might be in that position where it's a little bit like, okay, what do I do?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the most I can take is about 80 grand as a lump sum.
That's still a nice whack, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that would leave me with about £500 a month as a pension.
Yeah. And you'd be amazed at what you don't.
Yeah.
As you get older, you need less. You're not going to be traveling. You're not going to be going out more. You know, well, not that I do anyway, but yeah, it's amazing how little you need.
And I've then got the state pension that will kick in at whatever age when we get there. But we'll pretend it's going to be 68 and not go up again.
Yeah.
And then I've got a very small army pension that it said that when I hit 55 it kicks in, so 3 years time.
Yeah, my mate's got one of those. He tells I've learned all about it and how at a certain age it sort of doubles depending on what you've done and how much you've taken.
I haven't got that one, so I never knew I had a pension. So when I joined, unless you did 12 years, you did not get a pension.
Right.
Didn't happen. And then after about 20 years after I'd left, the MOD lost a court case about not giving pensions to people.
Oh.
And suddenly I got a letter through to say,
you've got a pension.
You've got a pension because this is what we legally should have given you, and we never did. You did 4.5 years. So my pension is £50 a week, £50 a week, which is index linked. So whatever £50 a week is worth now is what it will be, if that makes sense.
There's your food shopping done.
Yeah, and a one-off payment tax-free of £1,000 when I hit my 55th birthday. But that's also index linked. So whatever £1,000 was in 1995, whatever that is now is what I'll get as a one-off payment.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at what, 3, 4, maybe 5 times the amount, maybe.
Yeah. Which is
But the crazy thing is, what can you do with £5 grand these days?
I'm going to buy a PC.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Put that one to rest. Yeah.
yeah. I'll buy myself whatever the a 4090 Ti, won't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be one
Thing is,
graphics card then.
as people, a lot of people don't like talking about money. I think it's a healthy subject to have because I was talking to a guy at work, and a friend of mine, and I was helping him with his money and all that, and he said the same. He said, "Oh, you know, the trouble is we don't talk about it, so we don't understand it.
So we don't plan
blah,
for the
blah,
future
blah.
because everyone it's one of those you don't talk about money, you don't talk about what you earn, don't talk about your pension pot. Well, if you don't talk about it, other people aren't going to be questioning whether they're ready.
No. Yeah. Oh, we're coming up to where I think there might be a base.
That was a big boom, was it?
Yeah, I thought I heard something to my right.
Yeah, someone's raiding.
Yeah.
I'm flashing food now, but I'm all right.
Yeah. I'm red food, yellow drink. So
yeah, I'm the same, but I'm flashing red, but I'm okay. Well, I'll get home.
there's a base. There is a base there in the house on the right. Flag sticking out of the house.
Okay, let's
On
get past
south.
then, and let's not hang around. Let's keep pushing for home.
But at least we know where there are bases and potential raid targets.
If we push to about there and then go for home.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
get
Oh,
us-
they've removed something from here. There was a house on the end here that looks like they've removed. That's strange. There's normally a little tower building there, which is where I thought people would be living.
Okay.
Okay, I might check that on editor and check that isn't just a normal
thing
that's
And
disappeared.
someone else
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the servers that you have played on have just added that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be surprised why they've added it though, because it's just a standard it's the building where you go into it, the stairs immediately in front of the door takes you up to a single room, and then beneath it is like a storage room, you'd call it.
Yeah.
There should be a little a thing up here. We can, yeah, there is. See if there's any food in it.
But yeah, I don't
I'd say we've done all right here, mate. I'd say we've done all right.
We've done really all right. Talking
We're
about
playing,
money
you know.
makes sense. People talking about pensions makes sense because it might mean that somebody that's sat in chat at the moment, listening, lurking, that's in their 20s goes, "Fuck, I need to plan."
Nothing in here. Well, funny, my mum had me saving for a pension, a private one, at 15 years old. And I used to think, oh, what the hell are you doing? I just want to go and spend my money. It's not until you get older and you go, wow. Wow.
So
think if I'd done things now, what would have happened?
Mr. Crazy Dragon. Hi all. Hi, Crazy Dragon. Or Dragon Crazy. Is that Dave with you? No. It's me and Merv. So
hello.
And Merv is on that link there. He is crazy, but magically crazy. But
Crazy.
Nobody called Dave. I've never run with anyone called Dave actually in DayZ. So a friend of mine, okay, Dermot's dad, not a problem. Thank you for being here. Massively appreciated. See you again soon.
Ta-ta.
So yeah, friend of mine that was in the army. He's long since gone now. But when his sons were like 15 years old and would get pocket money, what he would do is, the minute he started paying them pocket money, he took out tax and national insurance.
Yep, that's sensible.
On a little like pay slip.
Yeah.
And he paid all that money from like when they were like 8 years old getting pocket money. They had their pay slips each month. They got used to paying pretend tax and national insurance.
So
when they got a little bit older, a little bit towards rent was paid. So they were all used to that's how money works. When they turned 18, he handed them a £5,000 pot from all the savings and said, that's for either you to buy a car, to help you with uni fees, to go on holiday with. That's everything I've been taking off you since you've been getting your pocket money.
There you go.
But he taught them from a very young age of how the world works. No, that's okay. Dragon Crazy. We have a similar voice. That's fine. Lots of us do.
Do you know what's amazing, right? This is why I love numbers and things like compound interest. If you make 7.17% on whatever, and you keep reinvesting it, you double your money after 10 moves. And I think people forget compound interest is the most powerful thing in the world of finance, as far as I'm concerned.
I never understood compound interest until I took Nationwide to court for the charges back like 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And I did it myself, and so I didn't go through a third party that took 50% of whatever you were going to win.
Yeah, I did the same in NatWest, yeah.
Yeah, and I then sat down and worked out that you could do it with compound interest, and I built a spreadsheet, and I worked out how it all worked, and I made about 8k off them.
It's that PPI thing was crazy, right? Because
Yeah.
I just found a form and it said like, I'll put this form in.
I'm just going to IFAC myself because I'm starting to stumble.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. I'll come back just as a cover. Yeah, I filled out a form and I thought, oh, if I get 1,500 quid, I'll be like well happy, like really happy.
Yeah.
I got 4.5 grand back. I couldn't believe it, and there was no arguing. It was thank you for your claim. We deem it to be this much. If you agree, you can accept it. If you don't, you can challenge it. I've never sent a letter back so quick in all my life.
So mine,
the spittle on the envelope from my tongue was still wet when they got it.
Mine was no, we'll see you in court, and they only paid it out at 1 minute to midnight the day before court. So it went right to the very last minute because they were hoping I would withdraw my claim. Whereas I pressed my suit and I was ready.
You do it. You fight them. You go for it. You absolutely go for it. Oh, hang on. Are we over?
Yeah, you're in debug.
No
really.
way. We're over Trotsky already. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've done it that quick.
I'm going to move the RV to about there. Yeah,
that's cool. That's where I'm going. Jeez, man. I didn't realise we auto runs the bollocks, isn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm flashing everything now, nearly.
Okay.
I'm living on IFAX to get home.
Okay. Well, to be fair, that'll be a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to take much longer to get home.
No.
This is good.
When we get home,
oh well, we're here. Let's pop into the military and have a bit of fun, you know.
I think I want to go and eat food in base before I do any of that shit. Yeah.
Ditto. I'm not going to be on for a massive time today because it's Sunday, so this might just be a little run and see what we've got. Maybe a run to trader if we want to.
I don't think there's any shit to clear, is there?
I've got a few bits on me. I think we have got some at the base. I think we've got a little bit.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with it not being a long run. You know, I want to get stuff done today. I'm back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm not. I'm on holiday for another week.
Remind me on every Thursday and Friday to remind you that I finish at 12.
That's okay. I'll remind you that on a Friday I work from home.
On Friday mornings, it's fair to say there's often situations where my laptop goes on next to me where my hand can wiggle the mouse and wait for an email to come in, whereas my mouse hand might be on a different mouse. Yeah.
Is it like the Homer Simpson thing with the nodding nodding thing? Yeah, just pressing a key.
But that's the reason I don't tend to work from home. So my boss said to me, oh, you can work from home Friday if you want to. And I'm like, no. Well, why not? Because I won't work, I'll game.
Thing is, it depends what mood. I think it depends what mood you're in. Because for me, there are days when I can work from home and get so much stuff done, like just shitloads.
So it goes the other way for me. So on a Friday, if I go into work because everyone else is working from home, I can get so much done because there's nobody there coming up with stupid ideas.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know I need to do X, Y, Z. I can get it done in 2 hours, and then I can go home. Whereas if everybody's there going, oh, could you do this for me? Oh, this is more important. No, any chance you could do this? What would normally take 2 hours becomes 8. Yeah. So sometimes I like going to work on a Friday because nobody's in. Yeah. Everyone jokes that the army's weekend starts on a Thursday, but that is true. Everyone in regular army, Friday morning you do a run, and once you finish the run, you go home for the weekend.
I always thought Wednesdays were PT days.
It is, but they do battalion runs. So Wednesday afternoon is sports afternoon, but Friday mornings normally you do a unit run, and then after the run, it's home time. If you're not on duties that weekend.
Right,
so everyone is done by lunchtime on a Friday.
Gotcha. See, I like the strat that I will go in. Occasionally, I'll go in at like 2 in the morning because there's a reason for it. If you're so tired, you're trying to keep yourself awake, so you're constantly doing something, and you're doing stuff you think, oh, I don't want to do it, but if I don't do this, I'm falling asleep, and you get so much done.
The best job, not the best job, the best hours I ever had, I worked for a firm where I did 5 till 1 Monday to Thursday, and 5 to 9 a.m. on a Friday.
Wow.
And that for me
not
was
bad.
perfect. You know, get up at 4:30. It was a half an hour walk from home, or 15-minute walk from home.
Yeah.
Get dressed, walk down there, you know, work through, finished at 1, home in 15 minutes. On a Friday, finish at 9. You've got a long weekend. The job was shit. I was making candles to sell to Saudi Arabia, but
hey, it doesn't matter as long as you're making money.
Oh, that was my thing. I'd lost a job, and I was in the job centre, and I was saying, look, have you got anything around at the moment? And he was like, no. And he's like, I've got nothing at the moment. And one of his colleagues called him over, and he turned the monitor so I couldn't see. So me being me, turned it back so I could see, and saw that a job had just come in at that factory.
Just say, take it. Thank you.
When he came back, I said to him, okay, not a problem. I'll carry on looking for work. See you in 2 weeks' time. I walked straight down to that factory and said to the HR, and said, oh, could I see the HR manager? And they're like, oh no, you're not without a prior appointment. I said, oh, the job centre just sent me down. And she phoned through. The receptionist phoned through, and the HR manager went, oh, that was quick. Okay, not a problem. If you'd like to come through and have a chat, and they offered me the job there and then.
Fair play.
And I just walked straight into the job. It was minimum wage, working those hours, but it paid my bills.
Paid the bills, mate. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah.
I remember leaving. I left a bank to go and work for a mate, working ridiculous out. Like, we're talking sometimes. I think the longest shift we did was 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
Had a couple of hours kip, and then we drove all the way up to Hartlepool.
Yeah.
Not, not amazing money, not awful, but it's the happiest I've ever been. And it's all down to what you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as you're happy in your job, you're fine. We'd all like a bit more money, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But then I don't, you don't want the stress that comes with it.
I'm now on. I talk about it all the time. I'm on minimum wage plus 4%. But I have an unbelievably good pension.
Yes,
which offsets my lack, and I have a really good work-life balance.
So you've got quality of life, haven't you? And that's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah, and I've earned a damn sight more money in other jobs, but I've had to work for it and had no time to spend it.
No, exactly.
So for me, I've got the quality of life, and I've got when I retire, looked after. So
and you'll probably live longer because you're not stressed out all the time.
Yeah, and if I have an appointment, and if I need a Wednesday afternoon off because something's happened, I know that I can ask for it and I'll get it. There's never a problem. If I want, if I want time off, nobody ever says no.
There's a lot to be said for that, because I had a mate at one point. I won't say too much, but let's just say he paid more in tax than I earn in a year, and he paid a considerable amount more than I was earning in tax.
Yeah.
And it nearly killed him.
Yeah.
And he's never been so happy since he stopped doing it. Never.
I get that completely. Right, ready for the lag on the door?
Say again?
Ready for the lag on the door?
I am. I'm just wondering if the tree here is meant to be bent over. It is.
It is. That's always been like that. That's a. I wish they'd done more of it, but that's like when they were designing the map, they put that in, and that's like one of the only ones they did that to.
Oh.
And it's like, come on, guys, what a brilliant thing to do. Why haven't you done more of it?
Right. This is the bit we hate the most, right?
I'm flashing everything now and losing health.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm almost flashing water, but this is the bit, right? Of everything we've done, where we've ran past, what we were doing, this is the bit that scares me the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
This damn door.
Which is the same for everyone's base, and everyone's got the same problem. Remember, AI will spawn probably on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Coming in. Shotguns and MP5s. They'd spawn in the trees.
No, it seemed to be good on that front.
Yeah, hit the door, but it's not opened yet.
Okay, I'm just running around. I'm behind you, but running.
Door is open. Door is open.
Okay. Door shut. Oh, we did it, dude.
Go get some food. Let's put the flag up as well.
Get some food. Oh,
Flag is
wow.
up.
Oh, got a bit of lag there. This is where we find one of the little pesky blighters is in the base.
Yeah,
There's look, Colin. There's Colin in the window.
Yeah, he sat down at the desk, eating our
Yeah,
food.
he's waiting for us. Oh, it's so good to be back. Let me just check. Yeah, we've got stuff to sell, dude.
Okay.
So it's definitely going to be worth going for a loot, a quick run.
Time to eat and drink.
Absolutely.
No, Chuckles, I had no water to sieve. That's why I was using everything. But it's all right, mate. We made it home.
There's quite a bit in the crate.
Lock crate at Mishkino, and someone's done the labs crate as well.
I know, that's crazy, innit? To think we were there earlier. I think what I'll do with some of the money is buy a load of food and bring it back.
Yeah, we need food. That's the sort of the next thing that we need is food. Five, 6 is going to that pile.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on this and then I'll drop stuff, pick stuff up, and then we're away.
Specialist weapons going to that pile.
Where did that big gun come from?
Which one?
This on the right, top one on the right.
Don't know. One of us picked it up.
Right, that's a monster.
Why, thank you.
Hey, lads. Right, I have one more bit of food, then drink. Collect everything I'm looking at selling. And then we can get some food, run back. And I'd say that's a decent little run today.
Yeah.
And I can go and get my breakfast as well.
You cooking on gas.
Quite literally. Right, I'm going to take a couple of canteens that I can fill up.
I'm still eating and drinking my way to health again.
No, I'm doing the same. Okay, cool. There's nothing I want to drop off. Oh, I know what I want to drop off.
There is a restart.
I want to pick up
There's a restart in 13 minutes.
There is, I know.
So I'd say that we don't run until after the restart, so we don't get stuck on the ground and spawning in with loads of loot on us.
Yep, no, I think that's sensible.
Yeah.
That's clever. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, I've got all the empty canteens as well.
I'm just picking up shit now for sale.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's somewhere we've got some.
Be for sale. Somebody put some light belts in there. They need to go back in for belt rigs for.
Oh, I might have just picked them up, have I? No, I haven't got those.
I picked them up, but they're not for sale. We need those when we die.
War belt, like a battle belt.
We don't want to be selling those.
Okay, let me put them in here and I'll bring them across. Oh, hang on, that's the armor stand, right? Tier 1 helmet, are we keeping or selling?
Keeping at the moment because we've only got tier 2 and occasionally tier 3. Chuckles, there's loads of daylight left, but I don't want to get stuck out on the ground because when you re-log, you're stood there for 30 seconds when you can't move, and if you happen to be in the middle of a field and there's somebody that logs before you, we'll be dead.
We be dead.
So I would rather, if we're doing a run over there and it's only going to be in about 5 minutes time that the logout is, I'd rather be in here for the logout. It's safer.
Absolutely.
None of us want to die. What I'm going to do is just take a quick comfort break, guys. I'll put you into be right back. Merv, I'll be a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. I was just putting some clothing on Colin over here, but it didn't really work.
Didn't Colin want to get dressed?
No. It was a shirt I put on, a red shirt, but it just made it look... You look at it and you go, oh, freshy, so you're not even that worried.
It does enough for when people run up the stairs, if they're looking at angles, go, fuck,
it distracts them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
distracts
that, fuck,
them.
there's a player might be enough.
Are we getting rid of bandages? We're not keeping them, are we?
Bandages?
Oh, no, we are. There we go.
Yeah, we got a first aid area.
There we go.
Yeah, food and water is what we need to bring home, realistically.
And we're not looking for 7.62 ammo anymore, are we? We're going for 5.56.
Yeah, we've got nothing to shoot 7.62, so
no.
I'm buying 5.56, a little bit of 7.62, a little bit of 54 7.62, and a little bit of 308. But really, it's 5.56 that we're concentrating on.
Yeah.
Because at our level, that's gonna. If you want to take out a sniper, there are some sniper ammo there.
Come and have a quick look on the small crate. On the second row down, on the very right. Look what I found as a suppressor.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Keep that. So when you do die, you've got a suppressor for another M4.
Well, no, that's... I think you're looking at the other one. There's a T3 thing. Is it an M4?
Yeah, it fits.
Oh, it is an M4. Oh,
yeah. So keep it.
I didn't see that.
When you die, you've got a replacement suppressor for your M4.
Yeah,
so we need
that's
those.
True.
They're the sort of thing we need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Suppressors are massive because they are so good on here.
Do you know what I could end up doing, right? If I came on early one day next week, I could do the Trotsky base, which is near us, the key, and I know where that is now.
Yeah.
And the Starry Sober one, but I don't know where the Starry Sober... I know the base, but I don't know where the key thing is.
Yeah, you have to find that, but But that's the thing to do. Is you can come on and do those, mate. It's not a problem. That's why we have, as I've always said, the only thing that matters is explosives if we get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing else is important.
Well, Chuckles, I know Chuckles said he might come on one day, so if I will probably run it with him, just so there's two of us, you know. Sod going to Moschino again. That was one hell of a ride.
I'd be tempted to put my Moschino key, inside my crate of will always spawn, commit suicide, spawn at Ballotta, loot up, and come back via Moschino.
That's actually not a bad shout, is it? And if we were in and out that quick and we didn't get any AI...
Yeah, you know where you're going. Basically, you go in there an hour after restart, so all the teams that want to fight over the place get there exactly on restart. And an hour later, it locks itself, and in you go, and you grab your loot and extract.
Job's a good one, right?
Yeah, and if you run in there and there's doors open all over the place, so people have been looting it, maybe you go away and wait an hour.
Yeah, definitely.
But pick your time. You know, this is a weekend, so it's going to be busier.
Oh, Moschino again. Oh, it's appeared. Oh, it's I didn't. Do you know what?
Chuckles said tonight is his last night, and then he's home for half a week.
Cool. So Tuesday is the only day I definitely can't do.
Yeah.
So I might. Chuckles, drop me a message in the chat, mate, and in the Discord, and we'll go for a run together.
There you go. So you were saying about Moschino?
Yeah, I didn't realise it tells you when the crates appeared as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's for hacked crate. That's not for our crate.
Oh, is that in the town itself?
No, it's still in there, but it's telling you when the next So it's telling you there's a hacked crate appeared at Moschino, and a hacked crate is an event that's different than the keycard room.
And do you need a crowbar for that?
No, you just run up to it.
It's just open it.
You run up to it and hit the button, and then it has a countdown on it.
Oh, it's that one. It's the King of the Hill type thing.
Yeah, and the countdown's about 20 minutes, and you have to hold it down for 20 minutes against all people that are coming in. And then if at the end you've won it, you win some really good loot. And as you run out, people shoot you through the head from the woodland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was a care package near us. It's just your name, I think.
Care packages are the one at the moment is down at just near Green Mountain.
Sleno.
Yeah. In railway station.
I just saw a green name on the map, and it was you, and I went, "Oh my god, it's a care package!" And it really
that's
was,
correct. Hack Crate is their version of King of the Hill because they.
Yeah.
So the problem with King of the Hill was there used to be a really good King of the Hill that had like hack crates in it. Every server used it, and then the people that owned that mod suddenly decided to start charging €1,000 for access.
Oh, brilliant.
So then the big servers, so Rearmed, Aftermath, those type of players, went off and wrote their own King of the Hill and made it free to everybody. And it's out there. Anyone can use it. But it's very complex setting it up. So servers tend to sometimes go for hacked crate because it's something different and easier to run.
Yeah,
hacked crate, you just have one spawn point where the hacked crate spawns in. The other ones, you have to restrict on your map areas where people can build so the other stuff can be spawned in instead.
Right, okay. So I like the ones where you have to get a key card to get in the room.
Yeah, so that
and then you have to use a crowbar on the actual crate, and it has an alarm on it.
So that's what that is. It's mixing two different mods, if that makes sense, to make that work.
Yeah,
one of them is open the door one, and then the other one is a crate spawns in bit inside.
Yeah, right.
I like all of them. I don't, apart from Down Bads. I see what Down Bads have done, but I don't. It doesn't make any logical sense to me, Down Bad's version. So they have a where a lorry spawns. Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, restart. So the lorry spawns in, and then you go down there, you secure the lorry, and the lorry has in the back of it level 1 loot. And then after 20 minutes, that becomes level 2. And after another 10 minutes, it becomes level 3. But in my autistic brain, wasn't the tier 3 loot already in the lorry?
Okay.
Yeah, in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But so if you want the better loot, you have to stay there longer and hold it down, or kill the people halfway through to then get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, but it's okay. They
It's
got
a
their own
win.
menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There was me trying to keep the server to a degree, a little bit of smoke and mirrors over the server.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
now
it
well
pops up
gone.
now. I mean, it's got
That's,
nothing to do with the fact it's in my title of my stream either, but
they've done that on purpose because they know that if people are streaming it, it advertises
yeah,
the server, doesn't it?
yeah. I mean,
And
at
it
the end of
makes
the
it
day,
unique.
yeah, at the end of the day, if someone's that sad that they want to watch us and troll, then I take that as a compliment. But
Every time that I've been told when I've been playing a big server, oh, you're on that server, I'm going to come and stream snipe you, I've never been killed.
no,
Um,
no.
and one person came back the following week. He said, "Told you I'd stream sniped you. I killed you." I was like, "I haven't died." Yeah, I did.
Not me, mate.
And we had a long conversation about it with him shouting, "I killed you! I killed you! I killed you!" And I went, "Did you kill Loot Goblin?" "Yeah, you." "No, I'm looting Goblin." "Oh, sorry." And I've never seen him since. Yeah.
The worst one for me, it really frustrated me. I was streaming and it was I'm gonna say it was Jack being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And he was in my stream and he went, "Oh yeah, I like playing zero servers as well." I was like, "Thanks, mate. Cheers. Just tell everyone." I really hate that. That really annoys me.
Yeah.
At least if you know, just make a reference like that
So,
guy that came in and
like
said, "Oh,
me,
it's the
so
server
you
beginning
were
with E."
running on whatever that other server was the other week with that guy.
Oh, with Smodsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I popped in your chat and went, "Oh, I know where you are."
Yeah. That's to me, I don't mind that. That's a nod
And
to say, I
I'm
know.
like, that's a really good server. I quite enjoy that, but it's hard going. And we
Yeah.
can have that conversation. Yeah, because you run past something and I know exactly what server you're on.
Yeah.
Because
And people, if you play enough, you will do.
Yeah.
People, it's like Karma Crew. You know if you're on Karma Crew because it's got a unique ammo amount mod.
Yeah.
You know, so people recognise that. But it's there's just there are some sad people.
Very much so.
Right, I'm at 1 minute past. I'm clicking play.
Yeah, sounds fair. Chuckles, all the tier 4 stuff's been taken and moved out of. Everything from last wipe has been changed for this wipe. It's fair to say. So just because last wipe we could get tier 4 stuff out of airdrops doesn't mean it's in airdrops anymore. Because they've been balancing everything to make it harder for teams to be at end game in the first week. Because if a 5-man team join that are all unemployed, and they can build a full base and get all to tier 6 armor and weapons in the first week, they probably will leave the server. And the rest of us would leave because I wouldn't, but a lot of smaller teams will leave because they have no way of being able to take them on. So they've been going for a massive balance thing to make it harder for everybody to get to end game. They want to get to a position where the big teams have just as much of a grind as the small people. That's what they're aiming for. So airdrops have less. We just picked up the RSAS from Mishkino, but whereas in the past, every time you hit that, you would get something of that sort of quality. Now it's 1 in 10 maybe that it will open up that, and the rest of it will be 5.45 or 5.56s. Airdrops. I think we did an airdrop last week. I'm thinking we did, but we didn't get massive stuff out of it.
We did. The three of us did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was massively good.
No, I think that's where we got the SV whatever it was, the
Yeah.
7.6254 gun.
We're getting a lot more. So we're getting a lot less keys now than we used to. So that's balancing.
I'm in the queue, number 10.
Yeah, I'll be. Once it lets me, it might crash because it's gone to the. I'm already connected to the server, so we'll see if I load. Thanks, Fire. Fire, I've come by to leave a like while I'm also in the queue. I'm in.
Watching us.
Nah. Fire's elsewhere on the map.
Right, I'm 3 in the queue, 2 in the queue. It's all happening.
I'll make sure the RV's set for trader. It is.
Nice. Run up there, sell. do what we need to.
Run home, and
Yeah.
you'll log, and I'll probably build the other door that we can build, but I'll do that off stream.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've got another code lock to deploy, haven't I? So need to do that. I've got the nails to do it as well. Oh, this magical person just spawned in the air.
Oh my god, you've got no pants on. You've got no pants. Oh, now you've got pants on.
Oh, did I put them on again?
Ah!
I need to see a psychiatrist now.
Right, let's get a move on and get up there.
Goblin's taking his clothes off again in front of me.
This is how it started, officer. This is how he starts.
Yeah. This is why I don't play rearmed anymore with him.
Come and look at my lovely little worm. Right, I'm expecting AI. You ready?
Good to go.
No, seem okay.
Yeah, I think we're too close to spawn them at this point.
Cool. Okay, that wasn't too bad, to be fair.
No.
That's a nice little run. If we look at it as it's going to replenish our food and drink.
Yeah, you're going to buy drink
ammo.
and you're going to buy drink and food, or you're going to refill water, and you're going to buy food. I'm going to buy ammo for the base with my stuff that I've got.
Okay, that works out well.
Yeah, so I'll do the ammo, you do the food.
Yeah, and then we've contributed.
Yeah, and I'll see whether there's any storage I can buy yet with my rep being high enough.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just short. I'm 19.1 now.
I'm 26.5, just under.
Nice.
But you'll be overtaken me by next weekend.
I don't know. It depends how much I play, because like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. streams. But I might. I don't know. I'll see. It depends. Some days I fancy a late-in if I'm honest. So
yeah, and I get that.
So it could be.
I'll certainly be on next Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
Morning, same sort of times.
Well, I'll be logging in to sort the flag out every now and then. Let's put it that way.
And I'll probably do some evening runs on here, depending on how I feel.
Brave man.
But the numbers are dropping.
Yeah.
And obviously, if Chuckles is on leave, he might do a morning with you, and then it's 10 o'clock at night. I can jump in and do an evening with him before he goes to bed, because he likes to stay in nighttime routine.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
So we can keep.
I've liked running as a 3. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice as a 2, but when you've got extra people, it just adds another dynamic to it, doesn't it?
It would be nice to have all of us
PvP
on with Cookie as well. Having 4 of us on at the same time would be amazing.
Absolutely.
But that's what it is.
I'll tell you something I tried last night for the first time, and I know you're one of them. I tried a vape.
Yeah.
But it was 0 nicotine. It was just water.
Yeah, just flavour.
I don't get it. I don't get the. I don't know why. I just don't get the. I don't know what the word is.
So for me, I was quite a committed smoker. Out to the Americans, I smoked 2 packs a day. To the UK, I smoked 40 cigarettes a day. So I was a committed smoker.
Right.
It was an expensive and fun hobby. But when I switched to vaping, once I got the right strength of juice, I now smoke 1 packet of cigarettes a year on my birthday, and I vape. But I have the right strength nicotine in the vape, as if I'm still smoking 20 cigarettes a day. I brought it down slightly. So
right. Okay. So yours is basically
I've changed
healthier
I've changed my nicotine delivery method. That's all I've done. But it's cheaper and it's healthier because it is just nicotine, water, and some juice, rather than
no tar.
All those extra chemicals that they put in to make it burn.
Yeah.
So for me, it was about cost. Pure and simply, if cigarettes were still £5 a pack, I'd still smoke cigarettes. 100% I would.
I didn't get the vape. If it's no tobacco in, I get the tobacco thing, you know, the nicotine. Sorry, but I don't get vaping.
Cookie used to smoke, and he switched to vaping without nicotine, and he vapes, and he's conned his brain into thinking his brain's accepted that.
So it's right. It's just a psychological thing.
Yeah. So for him, that worked really well. The trouble is, obviously, youngsters can start vaping on no nicotine, and then one day try a nicotine one because they like the flavors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it leads them into being addicted.
It's a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug.
And I can see how that would work because they make them in pretty colours, they make them cheap, and they make them have flavours that are.
Well, isn't it today the disposable ones have been banned as of today?
They are banned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will it make any difference? No, it won't.
Of course it won't. All it does is makes a black market bigger.
Yeah. It's just what it is. There'll be less choice, so the ones that are out there will go up slightly in price, the legitimate ones.
Yeah.
Because they know there's now less choice and they can make more money. And the black market for disposable vapes will go through the roof. But everybody that buys the Daily Mail can go, we stopped those horrible disposable ones. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. But from their limited little fucking world, they'll believe they have. And I know it's a vote winner.
I think for me, it's just I've never been in that world really. I like a cigar. Like I've said.
Love a cigar.
But I don't need that whatever every day. So I suppose that's why to me it's a bit.
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone. I just think that's just not for me.
I'm glad I don't smoke anymore though. You know, I don't have that problem with covered in ash. I don't have a computer that needs clearing every week. I don't stink of cigarettes all the time.
Yeah.
I don't wake up with a horrible cough. There's massive plus points to not smoking all the time.
Very true. Okay, I'm on the stairs.
Behind you.
I'm in.
Am I? Waiting for teleport. You gone?
I'm in.
I'm in the sea.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna ping in a second.
Right, sell.
Sell. See how much money we can get.
I always like this. How much we're going to make off this stupid little run.
I'm gonna have a look at the trader market as well in a minute.
Okay, mate.
Just to see if there's anything interesting. Okay, one of the items I got is worth 28k.
That's good.
So that's I'll take that. I got 48k in the end.
You'll probably get more than me because of what you picked up, but we'll see when we get there.
I'm going to fill the water bottles up and then get some food sorted.
Yeah. I got 41.7.
It's not bad between us, 80k.
Yeah, I can't complain at that.
No, that's not bad at all. And I mean, you left a FAMAS at the base as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's
so,
556 for...
That would have been 5k maybe.
And the RSAS that we picked up as well from the break that you did.
Yeah. We're probably looking at 90k if we sold absolutely everything. Oh no, do you know what? I've just realised it wasn't based on the run, was it? We picked up a load of stuff from base to sell. Yeah, ignore me then.
But I've got 160k on me at the moment so I'm just going to go and see if there's anything else I can buy that's useful.
That's cool. I'll get a load of food, and then what's left, if you need anything, I can transfer cash.
Them.
I've just realised with these special crates, we can start putting money in them.
Yeah.
So you could actually get a lot of money very quickly.
Yeah. If you want to move money around, once you get past the 300,000 mark, if you want to store your money in them,
yeah,
that means you're not at least it. Yeah, you can store 100,000. So you could store 400 in that.
You're laughing. What food do you want me to buy?
Tins.
Is there
anything?
Just
doesn't
tins.
Make any difference. They're all the same.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to buy a load of ammo. I bought one of those 3 lockers. One of those special lockers.
Oh yeah, cool.
Disable. Go. 1, 2, 2, 3. Welcome back, Chuckles.
Cool. I've got 24 cans of meat.
Excellent. I'm just going to buy a load of ammo.
Cool. I'm going to go and put the remaining 200 credits in my massive bank account. Oh, to be fair, I've got 46k in my bank. If you need any money, I can sort you out.
Okay on that. I've just bought 200 rounds of 5.56. I'm going to pay them with my money away.
Yeah.
I deposit all 70 grand stuck in the account for a rainy day. I'm going to move.
I'm just staring someone out at the minute.
Sounds fair.
Oh, he's run away.
Going to move the extraction back onto the other way. Right, ready to go when you are, mate.
Yeah, coming over. Guns at the ready. Will you start the fans, please?
I've not got anything on me that I shouldn't have. No, good. Let's extract.
Cool, cool, cool. Get back to the base.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm right next to Black Mountain again.
Yeah, I'm...
Who'd have thunk it?
500 meters from you. 1.9 from base.
Cool. I will end my stream at base and catch up with you afterwards.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do the same.
Cool. In fact, I'm going to end mine now running home, and then when you're ready, you just talk and we'll catch up about a few things and go from there.
Guys, I'm going to do the same. I'll end the stream here. I'd like to thank all of you for being on today. That's been massively appreciated. Thanks to Spud for the 50 gifted memberships. That is insane. I will be on later streaming something. I'm not sure what. Won't be a late stream tonight because I'm back to work tomorrow. I'd like to thank all of you for an amazing week off. Been back, been watching. We've done a lot. We've increased subs on the channel. We've increased memberships. And we've had a really good time. It's been amazing. Guys, I will see you all again soon.